welcome back to another episode of houseofaquariuspodcast. It is your favorite Aquarius, Make-A-Wish here. So, today, this is going to be a little different one. This is my first time doing this. And this one, I had to make a little video instead of a quick post, right? So, I was talking to a co-worker of mine who is slightly on the verge of actually getting more information into astrology. And because I have a little more knowledge than a lot of regular people do in astrology, we have a nice conversation about this, right? So while we're talking, I am showing him the beauty and the power of astrology. He asked me this question. He said, and I quote, this is a quick synopsis. He said, how much power and strength does astrology hold in regards to our life and our future? Are we predetermined to go down a set path in life? Since if everything can be found in astrology, in the birth chart and the whole map of us, do we really have freedom of choice? First thing I did, I laughed. Cause like, holy shit, dog, this is a little big one for me. But now he understands exactly that I'm in the game, and I'm gonna say it to you guys right now. This question was way beyond my level of expertise in astrology, right? And at one point in time, I hope to get an answer to this question, because this is actually something that I thought about before too. I listened to this other podcast, which, I give the name out. Chris Brennan, the guy with the Astrology podcast. I think the first one that came out. This was one of his early episodes. Someone said that to him too. And I thought about this very much as well. This information, like I said, I actually looked up, hopefully uncover the truth of this, but it's actually very good. Personally, I believe that we are not predetermined in life, as in we're not set a certain path. Like, we actually have freedom of choice. We can do things, we can make things happen. Okay? However, using astrology the way it's done, we can what kind of astrology is that? I can't think of the name, the term. I had to type it up later, or I'll put that in the notes below, the name of that. At the current moment, I can't do it, I'm driving. But there is 4 big types of astrology. There's natal, there's mundane, there's the one I'm thinking of, and the one for big global events. That's mundane. I forget. There's 4 different types. I'll make a little TikTok about that later. Actually explain them, but actually get the full information and give them the full details about that. But being able to see different paths of life and how things are brought about in your birth chart, I personally feel that we are guided down a certain path in life. And depending on how we do things, we have certain ways of how much we can deviate off that path and make certain choices. Like, if you guys are gamers, okay, and you played any game, let's say like Final Fantasy Tactics, or like any RPG that gives you the ability to like have a skill tree, where let's say you're a mage, you're a magic user, okay, and you have all this stuff here. That's your natural abilities, your sun sign. You come out the gate, you get the character, pew pew, fireball, lightning, water cast, that shit. But the skill tree, you can deviate off into certain things. Let's say that example, Final Fantasy X, if you played that directly, there's a big old skill tree branch, and you could go different directions off of that skill tree, okay? This is the exact example I used for this guy. Even though you have the ability as a character, let's say a message user, you could be a brute, you could be a defensive guy, you could be a healer. You have those skill sets available to you. You can do those, but it's going to be harder for you to get to that skill path. It's going to take a longer time, because it's easier to go up the straight path towards what you're actually built for, compared to branch off into something that you're not. And that's how I feel. It's kind of how it is in real life based off astrology, you know, because if you go through life the correct way, where you actually try new things out, experimenting things, all these things you're going to try in life, you're not actually going to be successful at. You're not really going to like everything. And there's going to be a lot of failures in life. Until either one, persistence breaks through, and you're supposed to have things happen certain in your chart, whatever, or you give up on it entirely and try something new, in which finds is more fitting for your personalities or your loves and desires in life, you know? That's how I view things as. Like I said, you can try different things. Like, if you want to be a badass bounty hunter, when you are the person who is typically behind the scenes writing notes and letters to get people in trouble or whatever, that's a completely contrasted character, and it's going to take you a lot more effort to get physically and mentally prepared to be out and do that bounty hunter stuff than doing the snitching behind the scenes. That was a bad example, but fucking that hit the nail on the head. All right, so like in that case right there, that's how I feel it is. That's how I personally feel about astrology at the moment. I really want to look into this. I really want to dive in to see how close to accurate this hypothesis is at the moment. Because I've been believing this for a while now, and until I see something otherwise, I hear things otherwise, but I still experience it firsthand myself. I'm kind of agnostic, you know what I'm saying? But that was a really good question from this guy, and I also thought the skill tree thing right on the fly too, because, you know, game of life. But nah, that's how it is. That's how I personally feel about that. I don't believe that we are predetermined to be a certain thing in life, to do certain things directly how it is. But you can deviate off the path, but the way life is, it brings you, if you go too far off it, it's going to bring you back around to it somehow. That's why if you look at things like the things I haven't talked about yet, like the Saturn retrograde and that kind of stuff, it's going to bring you back around to a certain point for you to reflect upon things and then grow from there. Like, you can go away for a little bit, but you're going to come back to somewhere close to the path you're supposed to be at. And something along the lines, like, you may think you have this many options in your path, but it actually might be like that many, you know? So, along those two paths in life, you're going to come back to those. That's what I personally think. But like I said, more information at some point in time, let's say, check back in a year from now, I actually might have a better answer for this. But at the current moment, that's how I view it as. And if you guys think I'm wrong, or you guys have information to verify, put me in the right direction to see a better answer for this, put it down in the comments below. Shoot me an email or something like that. Information right there on the YouTube channel, because I would actually like to know the information, and I just haven't been free enough to do more time about this. So this question was supposed to be like a 3-minute, 4-minute long episode, but hey, sometimes I get long-winded, you know what I say, right? So hopefully that helped open up your mind a little bit to things. And hey, like I said, as you go down deeper in this journey, I have more answers for you. Any more questions you guys have, shoot me a message. Like I said, comments down below, the emails, and the notes. Holla at your boy. Make-A-Wish is trying to get busy in this astrology game. Because the more you know, the better you are. And no one's half the battle. You know what I'm saying? Go Joe, baby. Hey guys, that being said, I'm gonna go do my house stuff. Stay free, my friends. Be you. Make-A-Wish out.